Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Doughnuts. Happy holidays to everybody. It is Christmas
4
week.
days before Christmas. It's the first day of winter. Winter solstice.
Okay.
Shortest day of the year.
Yeah. So obviously we're posting this after Christmas, but you get the idea. This morning I went and fetched Craig from Macon, Georgia. Well, actually I fetched you from Tyrone. He's done work for a few weeks. Yay! And so on the way back, we stopped at Tommy's Doughnuts here in Macon.
Macon. That would be 5580 Thomaston Rd, number 20, Macon, Georgia 31220. And Tommy's is a classic. It's right next to a nail salon, and there's like a something value save and some other random stuff. It's on the corner, and it's got a cute little like country style. It's a cafe and a bakery, so you
Definitely
can sit down.
for locals.
Oh yeah, and they were. We got there right after they opened, and there's a line. So it's like yeah. So we're taking that as a good sign. So she's already got
super
her
helpful. I was actually surprised on how many different flavor options they had available. They didn't have like a ton of any one flavor, but there were a lot of options.
Yeah, girl behind the counter is nice though.
Yeah,
she's really helpful.
And you could tell they were obviously true to being just open, still getting donuts out.
And $11.60 was the total for 6 donuts.
Yeah.
It varied in price between $1.49 and $1.99.
What would you like to start with?
Well, I'm going to start with the, we'll go in reverse order.
Okay.
I'm going to have the number one pecan. I'm assuming that means pecan. Is that the pecan? No, that's not the pecan.
That was your, buttermilk.
Yes.
I think she just rang it up as a pecan, but it's a buttermilk.
Okay. It's a buttermilk donut. It's quite flat. It almost looks like a cookie.
Like a hockey puck.
Yes.
Heaviness.
Yeah, buttermilk donut. I think is what it was called.
Yeah, it was buttermilk. There's pictures. I like the ones we find that taste like pancakes. Instead of like a loaf of bread.
Is not what I was expecting. But it has sort of like a thick cookie feel. It's not really a donut-y texture because it's really fried and it's thin, so it's more crunchy than it is like a donut. So it almost tastes like a cookie. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, if you're thinking donut, it doesn't have that consistency.
No, it's more like a cookie.
Okay, well I will go then with
that is
a pretty basic donut here.
It's probably one of your 2 iced donuts.
So vanilla frosted with sprinkles. Obviously it has the glazed bottom as well. There's a lot of caramel on the bottom from another donut.
Yeah, stacking it on top of it. So you took a bite from the caramel side? Oh, okay.
That's just a pleasant donut.
That's the frosting that you like. It's not as thick.
No, because it's literally just frosted. It's not filled.
Yeah. It's a little more tolerable in that sense.
It's very pleasant. But again, thick donut. I mean, I know you can't tell the fluffiness factor versus like dense thickness, but
the fluffiness factor.
Yeah.
You and your frosting.
I'm good. I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, we're working in reverse
As
order.
I choke on frosting.
So what is the other iced donut you think? Is it this one? Okay, so this is the sea salt
caramel.
And again, it's like the glazed over all around, and then it's got caramel and sea salt on it. So I'm gonna get some sea salt.
You also have a piece of bacon attached to it from your other donut.
Must I? Okay, here, just to make sure I don't contaminate.
Don't taint the flavor
Okay.
explosion.
Well.
We really don't find a lot of caramel donuts, which is surprising.
A sea salt's a good choice. It gives it a little bit of a salty flavor.
A little kick.
Yeah, but it gives it that salty to balance the sweetness of the caramel, because this caramel is incredibly sweet.
Yeah, but it's good.
I have a hard time eating more than one of those. In fact, I don't even know if
I could probably only eat half.
Yeah.
See, I like a sweet donut, but I like to... You took my water out, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Right. Yeah. I was just being efficient. You know, get out of the car, clean things up. Okay. All right, so that brings us to bacon donut, which has got to be...
Like, we're all surprised at this option.
Can you believe it?
Craig's choice.
I got a maple bacon donut.
It's a very stout donut, too. I was going to say, you ever going to take a bite, you're just going to sniff it all day. Yeah?
That's good bacon. It's a little chewy even.
Yeah, but I like it. Now, it doesn't have a huge, strong maple base. Yeah, which again, if you've watched previous videos, we've done a lot of like the Pacific Northwest and Canada, which those maple frostings are intense. I almost like the fact that this one's kind of mild because you can really enjoy the bacon on it.
I was gonna say, it's not really like, I almost wouldn't qualify that as a maple bacon. It's I mean, maybe...
It's more like a frosted bacon.
Yeah. Maybe it's bacon made into frosting.
And I'm also grateful, a lot of times when they have maple and caramel flavorings, they get really similar,
Yeah.
you know? So I was worried that it was going to taste like caramel with bacon, but it didn't.
Okay, so here's your cake donut.
This was the first one I saw when I walked in. This is the Butterfinger donut.
I'm just gonna start buying her candy bars, and she can just like eat candy bars instead of donuts.
You don't get the substantialness of a donut.
You don't get that extra flavor. I look like I'm photoshopped in because of the way this is like. See, it looks like there's a line, like a. Yes. No.
Because it's so lightly dusted.
There's a really soft donut.
Yeah. It's more like a chocolate frosted with just a hint of the Butterfinger on top. But I like the chocolate. And it's a really soft, light donut, which is nice.
I would have had a hard time nailing Butterfinger if you hadn't told me what that flavor was.
Because it's such a light dusting on top. You really taste the chocolate frosted part more than anything.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So far, you know, morning donut, it's not, nothing's like blowing me out of the water, but I'm not having any.
But for a local shop and being so affordable, to have this kind of selection and all be pretty substantially good donuts.
Filled donut.
Raspberry.
The most expensive of the bunch, $1.99. Raspberry filled donut.
And it just opened, it was the last one. I don't know how that happened. Or they just hadn't restocked it from the day before.
Maybe somebody came and bought.
Well, that's true. They were putting together the boxes of the to-go orders. So maybe the to-go orders beat you to it.
It was a good raspberry. I like the fact this looks like it's been punched. It's like they just. Whoop,
it's like the WWE of donuts.
Put in a jelly after the fact. I like the dough. It's like the really soft donut dough, but it's got the filling in there.
And see, unlike him, because I'm not a fruit flavored person, I actually appreciate that there's more dough than filling, because then I just get a little glimpse of the flavor of the filling, but I get
of flavor.
But I just get to enjoy the dough, and the dough is really good.
I really like the dough on that one. And I'm usually not a fan of filled donuts that are coated. But that one's a nice light coating. So
it is a light coating. You almost can barely tell it's coated.
Yeah. Well, it's off of, it's about 9 miles off the break heading south. If you veer off towards Valdosta, the 475, it's actually more in the heart of Macon. So you're definitely, if you're going to Valdosta, you'll go right by it.
Yeah.
But if you're heading back towards Savannah, like we were,
you have to go out of your way.
But overall, solid offerings. I'm definitely digging the filled. Probably this would be the one I'd pass on.
Yeah. It's a hockey puck.
No, it was I can't even think
The
now.
buttermilk.
Buttermilk, yes. It sounded good. It sounded really tasty.
Yeah.
And they did have a couple other options. They had a lemon filled. I was
They had a lot
tempted.
of coconut options.
Yeah.
Like, I was surprised at how many coconut, but neither of us like coconut, so you will never see that getting tested.
Yeah, unless that's like the only. We went to a donut shop. All I had was coconut.
Yeah. There was an almond joy option, which was interesting. We didn't get.
Yeah, I couldn't remember whether almond or joy or Mounds. Which one
Mounds has the coconut.
Okay. Err on the side of caution.
Anyway, yeah,
so-
for the price point,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Good stuff. And hey, you know what? I mean, great place to grab breakfast. Just head on in and
Yeah, it's
stop
not
in at
just a
Tommy's.
donut shop.
It's a-
They do serve actual meals there. That's what all the locals were there for, actually, was having breakfast.
It says bakery and cafe on the outside, and she took a picture. So
Yeah, and they actually, I didn't take a picture of the other case, but they do have like Danishes and there's other bakery items in the side case.
oh, okay.
I just focused on the donuts because that's what we were there for, but there were other bakery items like muffins and scones and things like that. So,
Scones. Feel very British.
all right, everybody, thank you for joining us. We have one more video till the end of the year, and that'll be our year in review. So check that out. And
When you get to find out how much we ate.
how gluttonous we were this year.
Oh boy, how much we spent.
I wonder if we can go to Lent next year and give up donuts.
You can go to Lent.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we will see you all next time. Bye.